Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
And the reason I'm doing this one is what? Rice. Rice, rice, rice. I did a little research today, not much, is white rice here in the Philippines. I am eating rice. Of course, I love Chichi's cakes, and I'm eating her cakes. Well, I'm eating her cakes, which has sugar in it, and white rice, which turns into sugar. So I'm eating double sugar. So the thing of it is white rice, I talked to my doctor in USA, and we talked about this before. He told me, be careful of the white rice. So what I did was, limit your intake of rice to 1 to 2 times a week. Well, it's impossible because rice is a staple here. And then you got rice, you got your pastas, your breads, your doughs, your pizzas, things like that you can still eat. But still, as you guys know, it's like in America. I'm not eating no more McDonald's French fries, or I'm not eating any more French fries. Well, it's really hard to do that, especially here when they have rice, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they have it, so they have to make something else just for you, or you have to make it yourself. So eating rice is something that is, you don't really realize it turns to fat. A lot of rice turns to fat, and it turns into sugar. Sugar turns fat, you know. So sugar, you eat a lot of sugar. If you exercise with it, and I found something else. I found this out on WebMD and through my doctor. My doctor also told me this. You get a wound on your body, you get a scratch or a cut or something like that, and you're eating rice, he says you'll find that the wound will not heal itself. Unless you could take some antibiotics and things like that. Even if you run the full cycle of 7 to 10 days on antibiotics, you can still have that wound infected and can be infected. And that's what's happened to a couple of expats that I know of, is actually happened to that because they were eating rice 1 to 2 times a day. That actually turns to sugar, and it doesn't give you availability of your body to heal, and it will affect you. And the doctor says, have you had these? I said, no, I'm lucky. I've been lucky that way. I'm okay. But I'm not really eating tons and tons of rice. I might eat a cup to 2 cups a day, and a cup is too much. Really, I should only eat 1 cup a day. And he told me I'm still eating way too much rice. I said, limit that. And I said, well, they do have beans and things, but it's not like you can go down the market and you can go buy northern and red bean and black bean and lentils and things like that. They don't have a lot of that where I'm at. They may have northern bean, but it's been sitting there for 2, 3, 4 years. And you boil them for 2 days and it's still hard. So you really have to do some due diligence and research to find the right kind of things to eat to replace the rice. It's hard for me to find that particular thing to do the rice with, but I'm finding that if I spend the time and I think about it, I can be creative. For an example, last night we had chicken left over, so Chicha made me chicken salad, and I just had that with the light mayonnaise. Not really that much mayonnaise, but it had other things in there, and it was actually really good. And I had that for dinner, and that was really enjoyable. And I didn't have any rice or any pasta or any breads like that. So there are things that you can do that are different. Now, that's just one meal. I need all the meals like that. And I've not eaten any rice. Yeah, I did. I had rice for lunch today, so I had my 1 cup. So I shouldn't have any for dinner. Problem is that's what we have in the house, and it's not like there's that many things to search for. So just plan out your food intake. So when you're coming here from Western environment, American, be prepared that you're going to have rice every day. And be prepared that you might need to think about a different alternatives, different type of diet, so you don't gain the weight and have the problems that a lot of us Americans do. And I am not the only one that actually gains the weight from the rice, because you're filling and trying to fill the void, before you know it, you're stuffed, and you're still hungry 2 hours later. It's because you ate all that rice and it turns to sugar, according to my doctor Robert told me. And he told me, he said, Tom, you're going to have to lay off that stuff. And he gave me some ideas on what to do. He told me the fasting, and he says, it's healthy. It's not going to hurt you to do the fasting thing. But I have to get the good meals. He said, just do your 16-hour of fasting and eat in that 8-hour period. So, and you just eat the 8 hours and you fast the other 16. So I may end up doing something like that to drop a few pounds. I'm not saying, I exercise, I get exercise. I don't get a lot of exercise, but I exercise. I mean, I'm not lethargic enough where I lay around. I mean, I'm a pretty active kind of guy. But this is something that I want to talk about, white rice today. Be prepared. You're going to be eating a lot of white rice. You had to figure out some other type of food. Even if you just grab the small chicken, but they call their chicken their native chicken or whatever, grab one of those and eat it by itself and without the skin, something like that. But be prepared. They put lemongrass in there, and they put enough lemongrass in there and things like that that it overpowers the taste of the chicken. And I require no chicken with lemongrass in it because they just stick a whole wad in there, and it's so strong it overpowers the chicken, and it can taste horrible sometimes for me. Not for everybody, but for me. I don't like all that lemongrass in it, but I'll eat it. I complain, but I still eat it. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Just be aware that rice, white rice, is something that they do have red, they do have black rice and things like that, and brown rice you can eat that's better for you. But I am even under the impression that I've even heard from my doctor, rice is rice no matter what kind it is that you eat. It still will affect you. Some affect you more than others, so be prepared. The red rice is good for diabetics. The black rice and brown rice are good for you to eat. Don't gain a lot of starches and things and a lot of sugars in it, but it's still not, you wouldn't recommend eating it 3 times a day. I want to thank everybody for watching, and please hit subscribe.